10. We started with the top 6 today. And here we are with our final 4. We're off, and we are running.
Oh, this whole sheet is broken.
That's fine. Props to Grillham running data analysis in the background. Much appreciated. Credit where credit is due. Thank you so much. And here we go again. We're right back into it, y'all. This is gonna be a sprint to the finish from here. We have 4 of the finest runners in Meat Boy speedrunning on stream right now. This is gonna be really tight. Based on what we saw last time, we saw plenty of lead changes. So these runners all want it, and they are going to pull out all the stops to get that win. Every single death is going to affect the mental game. It's going to affect the final time. So there's like a lot at stake here for these 4 runners. Shredberg did take a death in Forest. No biggie. Again, these deaths in the early chapters are only going to set you back a couple of seconds maximum. Everybody finishing Forest relatively close to one another. No surprises there. It would take a little slugger death at the very end to really shock us here, but I don't think we're seeing that today. All right, vorpal pulling out a little bit ahead of the others, going into the hospital. And let's see how they do. Needles and blood galore. All 4 runners getting the bandage on 2-2. Well done. Well played. Just extra style points there if you get the bandage, I guess. Great. Let's see how Vorpal can do maintaining this lead over the others. Vorpal is probably a little bit shook after that last race, so I think we're gonna see him turn it around this time around, and really put on his A game. Looks like the others are hanging pretty close behind Vorpal right now. As they enter 2-8, the red and black level. Jankmo dying unfortunately on 2-8. Uh-oh. Looks like Galaxi and Shredberg make it through, and Jankmo as well. That's a tough one. Lots of really tight jumps on that level, and a couple of options for optimization that are risky and save very little time, but some of these runners might go for those things. Vorpal on 214 missed the key last time around. Definitely make sure that he gets it this time. I saw a little bit of hesitation there. He's like, I'm not missing this key again. It's a tough one. It really, these are the types of levels early on in the run where you don't expect to mess them up, but when you do, it can totally throw you off. Let's see how the rest of this goes. Other runners are doing strong. Definitely kind of maintaining their position right now. Neck and neck as we approach the end of Hospital. Everybody got Chad skip last time. Are we going to see 4 for 4 again? Vorpal gets it. Keeping the blood rising. See how Jankmo does. Shredberg gets it. Jankmo as well, no problem. And Galaxy. Yep, 4 for 4 on Chad skip again. It's a very important cycle to catch. Again, these runners are very seasoned with this game, and they're not incredibly likely to mess that up, but it does happen. Deaths on Chad can still happen even for the most advanced runners. And it's bad news, because that's a good 25-second level. And if you mess up Chad skip, it's probably like a 10 to 15-second death on average. So that's a big deal. And here we go, into Salt Factory yet again. 3-2 is a really tricky one. You try to auto-jump the whole way up. Looks like they all got it there. Jankmo dying on 3-3, unfortunately. Uh-oh. Good recovery, it looks like. It's a tough one. We're getting into these chapters where long deaths can really start to happen and shake things up. 3-3 is a prime example of that. That was unfortunately probably like a 6-second death on Jankmo's part. Very neck and neck with Galaxy right now as they approach the gap skip. Let's see how Galaxy and Jankmo do with this. Galaxy's gonna play it safe. Jankmo nails it. Wow. Almost just flies right into Bandage Girl's waiting arms there. That was really impressive. Good gap skip from Jankmo. Yep, vorpal's holding on to a nice, comfortable lead right now after that last race. Ooh, as I say that, Commentator Curse dying on 314, unfortunately. I had to say something, huh? Oh no, not again, Vorpal! Uh-oh. This is shocking. 2 deaths on 314 for Vorpal, allowing Shredberg to catch up and keep pace quite suddenly. Uh-oh. Alright, we're back to mono. We saw Shredberg practicing this a little bit between runs. So I believe he took a death last time around. Going for it again? Gets it. Wow, we have almost a frame tie between Vorpal and Shredberg right now as they're going into 317. Let's see how Jankmo and Galaxy do with mono. Jankmo gets it. And Galaxy also gets it. Ooh, and Vorpal and Shredberg also getting 318 over on the other side there. Again, this setup saves 6 seconds. Jankmo gets it as well. Galaxy also gets it. That's really, really tough if you don't get that skip at this stage in the tournament. So that's a 6-second disadvantage, and somebody's bound to get it among these runners. All right. Vorpal and Shredberg entering Hell. Jankmo and Galaxy wrapping up Factory at almost the same time. This is... we have 2 races emerging right now. One between Vorpal and Shredberg for the top spot, and one between Jankmo and Galaxy to not get eliminated. Let's see how this goes. We have some Hex action coming up here. Vorpal and Shredberg. Shredberg's not going for it. Vorpal got it first try after getting it 3rd try in the last race. That's pretty big for Vorpal. It's a very tough strat, and again, the penalty is huge if you miss it. Jankmo unfortunately goes for Hex, but dies on the top saw there. That's an unusual death, but it does happen. Going for it again? Bold? Gets it. Well played, Jankmo. Good recovery there. I would have just definitely gone for the platform if I took a death like that, but GG's. Vorpal's cruising right now. Vorpal is on 410. Shredberg a level behind. Galaxy 4-8, Jankmo 4-7, so really we're neck and neck, only about a level or so separating each of these runners at the moment. If we see some type of struggle on one of these levels, like sometimes we see just randomly, right? We saw Vorpal dying twice on 314 a second ago on in Salt Factory, so, you know, you can just randomly get stuck on a level, even at a very high level of play, and it can completely throw you off for the rest of the race, so... this is still a toss-up at the moment. Shredberg holding his own right now against Vorpal. Shredberg definitely the underdog in that matchup, but never count him out. Very strong runner. He's been playing this game for a couple years. Started on the Switch, actually. Shredberg, fun fact, was one of the maybe the first runner to get a sub 20 time in this game on the Switch. So GG's to Shredberg. I think the only sub 20 time on the leaderboards on Switch belongs to Shredberg. And vorpal is the first into Little Horn. Followed closely by Shredberg. Jankmo and Galaxy are so close right now. Galaxy's going to be the first into Little Horn, just ever so slightly ahead of Jankmo here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. Remember, it looks closer than it actually is right now, because this boss is like about a minute or so long. So they're in different phases of the fight right now. You can see vorpal's Little Horn has 2 bumps on his head, now 3. Shredberg just got the second bump on Little Horn's head. Again, you just wait around for this boss to finish up. It is pretty straightforward stuff, but you can still die on it. There's always a non-zero chance of dying on Little Horn. vorpal has a pretty pronounced lead over the others at the moment, really already 2 levels into Rapture at the moment. Shredberg going for a 5-2 start, opting not to do 5-1. Had a bit of a hard time with getting a good cycle on 5-1 last race, and is adapting his play accordingly. That's very smart. Just going with a 5-2 through 5-18 route. Again, you only need 17 levels to clear a chapter, so these runners can choose which levels they want to clear for some of these chapters. Rapture is the one where you're most likely to see some variance in routes based on preference, because going with 5-8 only costs about a second over doing the first level. So these other runners are going to do 5-1 through 5-7, then 5-9 through 5-18. See what's going on here. We have vorpal still holding on to that lead right now. Shredberg is cruising through 5-7. Galaxy maybe gaining a little bit of ground on Shredberg. Quite possibly. It's a little bit hard to say again just because of... Oh, actually they're doing the same route. So yeah, they're pretty close at the moment, Galaxy and Shredberg. And let's see, these runners are all hanging tough right now as we enter the second part of Rapture. We'll see if the abominations behave in their favor, or if they troll them all the way to last place. It's close right now between these other 3 runners. vorpal has a fairly commanding lead at this point, not really giving an inch at the moment. Has Jankmo and Galaxy maybe within a few seconds of each other, and Shredberg just slightly ahead of those 2. So we have a little bit of a differential between all 4 runners at the moment. It has definitely... these runners have definitely spaced themselves out a little bit. So we might see less of a Larry effect here as they enter this RNG boss coming up in a second. We might not see the worms affect the final outcome as much. We'll see what happens though. It's pretty close at the moment. vorpal first into Larry. We will see Shredberg and Galaxy doing 5-18. I believe this might be Jankmo's last level. I'm not sure. I wasn't exactly following which route he was going with. I think he might be done after 5-17. We'll see. Oh no, they're all doing 5-18. Okay, that makes sense. Everybody's going with 5:18 here, as here we are, back to Larry, the great decider. Shredberg gets 2 of the worms to jump on the first cycle, and Shredberg gets a 2 cycle. Oh boy, Shredberg gets a 2 cycle. Jankmo gets 2 of the worms to jump. Jankmo also gets a 2 cycle. Wow. Vorpal, the third worm finally jumps in, unfortunately. Galaxy is just waiting for these worms to do their thing. Still has 2 heads left to jump. That is so unfortunate for Galaxy with the double 2 cycles. Wow. The odds of that are so small. Seeing a 2 cycle to begin with, but we just saw 2 in one race. That is not something you see very often at all. Wow. Oh no, Galaxy. Not like this though. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Finally, Galaxy. Galaxy is free from Larry. It's a shame when runners get really good Larrys and then the other one just gets like the absolute worst. There's not much that can be done there, but it's just part of the game. As speedrunners, we have to face facts and deal with RNG. Fortunately. Let's take a look at the others at the moment. We have Jankmo, vorpal, and Shredberg. Shredberg holding on to the lead after getting that really sweet 2 cycle. Vorpal is passing Jankmo just a little bit here. Ooh, playing it so close with that really risky 6-4 Vorpal. You're nuts. Going for that. Vorpal attempted the 6-tile jump here on Omega. He's going to go for it again. Just dodging that wall on the left and going all the way up on the right. That's so precise. I don't know why he does that, but he does it. We have like almost a frame tie between Jankmo and Vorpal. Ooh! Okay, they both get Omega. Wacky stuff. Alright, it's going to be a close race for second here, it looks like. Between Jankmo and Vorpal. Shredberg looks like he's going to sail to, I believe, his 2nd win in a row. Making a strong case to potentially win this whole thing. Provided he just kind of closes out here and finishes Escape without incident. This will be interesting. Again, if you have access to the race time results, please, no spoilers until we see the conclusion of the race on stream. Alright folks, let's see how it ends. Look at that sync between Jankmo and Vorpal as they both start Escape momentarily. Galaxy's on Fetus as well. If one of these runners has some type of catastrophic escape, Galaxy could potentially take it. Never count that possibility out. Shredberg is going to finish first here, it looks like. GG's to Shredberg, winning 2 in a row. Vorpal is going to go for Leap of Faith right away over Jankmo, who hesitated, and that's going to give Vorpal the 2nd place finish over Jankmo. Wow. Wow. Impressive stuff. Shredberg lost 9 seconds in 4th, so got an 18:07. That could have been a PB for Shredberg with a 17:58, but the Forest just did not cooperate. That's too bad. I believe it was 112 that Shredberg was struggling on, yeah. Jankmo getting top 3? Jankmo was not expecting to make it this far, so that's awesome. GG's to Jankmo. And let's watch Galaxy finish up here, finishing with a very strong 4th. Really strong performance from Galaxy. A very early leader in this tournament with 2 wins right off the top. Very strong performances from Galaxy throughout this tournament, so GG's to her. Finishing 4th in this 3rd round of our 2nd day of Meat Boy Knockout Tournament action. Alright, y'all. Then there were 3. Jankmo, the underdog, Vorpal, and Shredberg. That's nuts. Can Jankmo make it to top 2? Can Jankmo take the whole thing? Never say never. Yeah, I believe it was Jankmo and Shredberg who got the 2 cycles. Vorpal, I think, was sitting on Larry for a while, yeah. But it was the double 2 cycle. That was nuts. That was absolutely wacky. Great work from the runners. We're going to take a couple minutes and update the leaderboards, which you can check over by following the command SNVKO. And we'll be back into it momentarily. All right, let's see here. Really incredible times from these runners here. We have, let's read off the standings. Unofficial times on Racetime GG, Shredberg with an 18:07, Vorpal with an 18:18, Jankmo just behind with an 18:19, and Galaxi with a 19:09. Those mid to low 18 times are really, really impressive. Jankmo really just finishing there a few seconds off of PB. That's one of Jankmo's best times ever. So props to Jankmo there. Almost pulling out a PB in the tournament. Could still happen. He's got another shot at it. We will see what happens there. All right, y'all. We are gearing up for top 3 in just a second. We're just updating the stream layout. Leaderboards are updated as well. Yeah, we'll review the elimination format while we're getting set up for our next round here. We have single eliminations today. So we started with a group of 6, and we're eliminating one by one until we have a winner. Oops, let's see here. We started with 16, and we were eliminating 2 per round yesterday. These people real quick. Let's see. Galaxy was unfortunately eliminated, finishing in 4th the last round, yeah? I think we will probably jump into the next round momentarily here. Just kind of awaiting word about updating the stream layout. Oh, awesome, okay. Oh, awesome. And we are good to go. We have our top 3 stream layout active between Jankmo, vorpal, and Shredberg here. Jankmo, vorpal, Shredberg, 3. Yeah, we're updating the stream layout real quick, and then we'll jump into round 4 here, just in a second. Let's see. Top 3 action. Who do you think's gonna win? Jankmo the underdog, vorpal the favorite, Shredberg the guy in the middle? Jank's gonna bring it home, we'll see. People saying vorpal might win. I know we gotta root for Jankmo here. Jankmo is the underdog story of this tournament. So I'll be the neutral commentator, but I am secretly cheering for Jankmo a little bit. Which I guess me saying that doesn't make me neutral, but whatever. I said what I said. Good luck to all the runners here. This is going to be a very exciting race. 3 remaining.